Hi, this is Deep. We are going to learn about electric charges and fields. This is chapter number 1. Okay. So, what do you mean by electric charges? Electric charges are fundamental properties of matter. We know that matter is made up of atoms, and atoms are made up of a nucleus. What do we have in a nucleus? A proton and neutron, and we also have electrons that are revolving around the nucleus. Okay, so the electrons are negatively charged, protons are positively charged, and neutrons have zero charge. Okay. Now, how did these came into being? কেনেকে আমি গম পালো এইবিলাক চাৰ্জেছৰ বিষয়ে. Okay, so there were experiments done by scientists. The experiments were like they took a glass rod, okay, and a silk cloth. Okay, so we have a glass rod and silk cloth or wool. So what they did, they rubbed, okay, the glass rod with the silk cloth. We'll do it 2 times. We'll take a glass rod and a silk cloth. We'll rub them and keep them separately. Okay, so this is the first pair of glass and silk cloth, and this is the second pair. When the glass rods were brought close to each other, it was found that they repelled each other, and the silk cloth also repelled each other. But when the glass rod and the silk cloth were brought close to each other, okay, they attract each other. So what can we conclude from this? You see, let us assume that the rubbing of the two objects exchanged some things. Okay, due to the exchange of these things, the silk cloth developed some alpha property and the glass rod developed some beta property. So the glass rod had beta properties and the silk cloth had alpha properties. So we see that every time the objects with like properties are brought close together, same property thaka jeta osorat anise, they repelled each other. Okay, like repel. Okay, but when objects of different properties were brought near, they attract. Okay, unlike attract each other. এতিয়ালৈ আমি পজিটিভ নিগেটিভ বুলি একো নামকৰণ দিয়া নাছিলোঁ, বাছ আমি এইটো গম পাইছোঁ যে silk cloth to glassৰ লগত wrap কৰোঁতে কিবা চাগে exchange হৈছে যাৰ বিনিময়ত glass rod had acquired some beta characteristics and silk cloth some alpha characteristics. Every time objects of the same characteristics, beta beta or alpha alpha, were brought together, they will repel, and unlike characteristics would attract each other. Okay. There was something else that was observed when the glass rod and the silk cloth were brought in contact, these characteristics were nullified, meaning যেটা রাব কৰি দূৰে দূৰে ৰাখিছিলে okay কিবা characteristics বিলাক বদলি গৈছিলে আৰু একবাৰ they were brought in contact, those characteristics were lost because now the glass rod and the silk cloth will not attract anymore. ৰাপ কৰিছে তাৰপিছত দূৰত লৈ আহিছে attraction আছিলে তাৰপিছত আকৌ এইবাৰ কণ্টেক্টত লৈ আহিছে বস্তুবিলাক কণ্টেক্টত লৈ আহিছে তাৰপিছত অলপ আঁতৰ কৰি দিছে সেই attractionটো নোহোৱা হৈ গ'ল means these characteristics were lost. So what we can say is this alpha and beta characteristics were nullified. Alpha plus beta became 0. Now if we have two things and we add up, it becomes 0. Obvious hobo lagbo je eta positive hobo lagbo anto negative hobo lagbo. Normal arithmetic ot ami etue pau jai jetia positive kiba eta value say +5 aro negative kiba eta value say -5, they are added together, the result is 0. That's why এবাৰ আমি কি কৰিলোঁ কিবা আলফা বিটা নাম দিয়াৰ জাগাত ইহঁতক কি দি দিলোঁ প্লাছ মাইনাছ বুলি কৈ দিলোঁ ইহঁতক we gave them plus minus. Okay, so now we know that the glass rod is positively charged and the silk cloth is negatively charged. So instead of alpha and beta, we gave them the nomenclature positive and negative. Okay, because we know positive and negative gives us 0. Okay, this is positively charged, this is negatively charged. Okay, that is how we got the names nomenclature of positive charge and negative charge. Today science have grown enough and we know that when silk cloth is rubbed on a glass rod, exchange of electrons takes place, right? So let's clear this. We took a glass rod and a silk cloth, we rub them, and what happens that electrons from the glass rod goes to the silk cloth. Okay, in today's date we know that it was not known back then. For example, let's just say 10 electrons, okay, 10 electrons from the glass rod moves to the silk cloth during the process of rubbing. So the glass rod acquires positive charge and the cell cloth acquires same amount of negative charge, and when they are brought together, when they are made to come in contact with each other, okay, the positive and the negatives nullify each other, and what is the result? They neutralize. Okay, they neutralize. Neutralize means charge becomes equals to 0.